Hi everyone, it's Dr. Valerie Miles. I am really excited to talk to you a little bit today about something that's super common that we're seeing so much more in practice today than we ever have before, and that's conditions that involve the brain in children. I'm a board certified pediatrician and I'm also board certified in integrative medicine, and it's been my privilege really over the last 15 years to own and operate Progressive Pediatrics, which is our private practice. And because we have this integrative approach where we really look at all kinds of alternatives and nutrition and things that help beyond the scope of normal medical practice, we really have the privilege to be able to help children with complex problems that, sometimes mainstream medicine can't. And so it's really been my privilege over the years to watch some wonderful transformations and improvements in kids where especially with conditions of the brain, it's been so emotionally taxing for families and so difficult for the children. And a lot of times these are very simple changes. It's not easy, but it's a simple approach, and simple changes one at a time can be the direction to go. And many times we see families who have already done so many things, already tried so many things that they're at their wits' end. And so if that's you, then I would like to provide you with some hope, because there are really some wonderful things that you can do. And so when we look at these conditions, we're looking at attention deficit disorder, autism, oppositional defiant disorder, sensory processing issues, and even today, so much more anxiety and depression in children. And the wonderful thing is that there is an approach that really works for all of these. Obviously, every child is different. But understand that the source of the problem is that there is more stress on the cells in the body, and especially the brain, than the ability of the body to neutralize that stress. And so if we think about the stress on the cells and improving that stress, then that's the best start, because that's really the core of the problem. So what causes this stress on cells? Where those environmental toxins, which are highly increased today, and that is a whole nother story, but that is affecting all the cells in our body. And some people are just more sensitive, and the place that they're affected is their brain. And also there's just this concept of cell stress, which is called oxidative stress. And we know that this is high in conditions of the brain. And particularly in children, there's plenty of research on autism that shows that, etc. So what improves that stress and what helps you get rid of toxins is looking at diet first and foremost. So I find a lot of times in children, as you may in your own children, that their diets are often beige and there are not that many colors in those diets. Well, that means that the plant nutrients, which are all the rainbow of colors that we find in nature, are not there to help them inside those cells to make those cells and nerves in the brain healthier so that they can be at their best health and their best performance. So adding more plant nutrients to the diet, number one, and taking out the things out of the diet that are actually irritating the brain, such as artificial ingredients and high fructose corn syrup and preservatives and toxins, is the way to go. And so I have found that it is difficult to change the diets of children because they've gotten quite opinionated over the years, even if they're two, for what they want to eat and what they don't want to eat. So I have found that Juice Plus is an excellent solution because it packs the nutrients of the plants into easy to take supplement, and that's all that's in them. And I would not recommend that unless there was plenty of science behind it, which there is. And so I encourage you to look at this as a solution, because I have seen phenomenal results in my patients from adding Juice Plus. I could go on, but what really matters is that the science is behind it, and then we know it's improving the stress on the cells in the brain. So I hope that's helpful for you. I hope everybody has something that they can learn from this and about this, and really take a look at whether this is right for your child. I've seen it improve so many children and so many families that I encourage you to take a look. Take care.